Okay, I'm making my first solar oven, and I watched many videos and I decided to combine some and make one with a Styrofoam Ice Box. And I'm going to use a cardboard box on the outside of the ice box. So first, you won't be needing the lid. You take the lid off. And then you'll need to cut an angle at the top of the ice box so that the sun rays can come in and it can absorb the most sun rays that way. So you want to mark a spot a few inches down from the top of the styrofoam box, a few inches, and mark it at the front, and then go to the other side of the box and mark the same amount of inches a few inches down with a marker. And then from the back, you want to draw a line from the back corner to the front where you marked the ice box, and the same on the other side. You want to mark from the back corner to the front where you marked it, and then draw a line with your marker across from the left to the right, and then cut along those edges with a knife or a box cutter, whatever you have to cut it with. And then remove that piece. And then next you'll want to wrap the ice box with foil. You want to line it with foil on the inside. So it's not really necessary to wrap the outside of the ice box, but for convenience for myself, I wrapped it all the way from the front inside panel and then up and over, all the way around from the bottom back to the top again at the back of the ice box, and then over to the inside of the ice box all the way to the bottom. And you could secure that with either tape or glue between the foil and the styrofoam box once you get the foil measured for how long of a piece you'll need. And then for the sides, you want to do the same, line both the left and the right side, which I did. I didn't use the piece any much longer than the inside, and I just taped it to the outside of the box. And on the inside of the box, you'll need a piece of black construction paper, which I put in there, to fit the inside of the bottom of the box. And to protect it from food spills, you might want to use a sheet protector, like I will, on top of the construction paper. So the foil will reflect the sun rays, and the black construction paper will absorb them to retain the heat. And then next, you'll want to get your cardboard box a little bit bigger than your ice box, at least a little bit bigger. And then you cut off the flaps from the top of the box, the left and right and the side panels, because we'll use them for reflectors out on the top of the ice box later, the solar oven, ice box solar oven. And once you get the flaps cut off, you'll want to wrap them with foil like I have. You could either secure that again with glue or tape. I've secured mine with tape. And then you want to get some shelf paper, like I did, to peel and stick around the edges of the cardboard box. I did this mostly for weather conditions, so in case it gets wet, it won't ruin the cardboard box. And for any spills, it's easy to wipe clean. So once you do that, there's one more thing, you'll need a clear glass window for the top of your oven, and that will retain the heat inside. So I took a picture frame that will fit the top opening of my ice box, and took the back off. Cardboard back, you won't need that. And then to secure the glass to the frame, which is a little loose without any backing attached to it, I taped it with clear packaging tape, and that also seals the edges so that no air can pass through, and that will help retain the heat inside your oven. So next, what I will do is secure the oven door to the ice box. just place the lid on top of your box. And that would be your lid. You can secure it any way you can think of. Me, I'm probably going to use duct tape from the back of my solar oven to the frame. And that way I can lift it up and close when it's not in use. And also I'm thinking, in case it might slip down, since the oven's at an angle, I might put something up here to block it from slipping. You could use a push pin, it will stick right in styrofoam, or you can attach something like a piece of wood or a piece of plastic, something there to prevent the oven lid from slipping. So I will continue with the rest and be back in a moment. Okay, I've completed the solar oven, and what I've done, I've secured the glass lid, the picture frame glass lid, with duct tape on the back, and then I covered it with foil tape just to cover up the duct tape. And I also decided to insulate a little more between the ice box and the cardboard box. So I used the styrofoam pieces from the edge of the ice box I cut off, cut that up, used some styrofoam peanuts for packaging, and recycled whatever styrofoam I had from cups and trays and such, and cut them all up and put them around the edges on both sides so there was no more room left. And then I covered the edges with foil tape to seal that in, and put a little handle on my solar oven, and put in a little thermometer inside, and I think that's it. Alright, here is the finished solar oven with the foil panels around the top. I cut those off the box, the flaps off the box, wrapped them in foil, taped 3 together so they can fold away for easy storage. And the fourth one, I connected to a paper towel roll that I wrapped in foil, and that can move away for easy storage. I got the thermometer inside, black paper on the bottom, covered with protector sheet, and it's ready for cooking. Just show you how I take away the panel for easy storage. Take these off, fold them up, store them away, and there you go. Solar oven for less than $5. Alright, there's the brownies that I baked in the solar oven. Took twice as, about 4 or 5 times as long as in a regular oven, but it did bake. Alright, here are the brownies all cut up that I baked in my solar oven, and it's all good.